Greetings, my fellow Drama 15 classmates. My name is Mark Pitts. I will be doing my oral presentation on the LMC production Ole for Hollywood. The reason I chose this play was the fact that it promotes awareness of how Hollywood places stereotypes on our minority brothers and sisters who are acting in Hollywood. The LMC production gave the audience an idea how stereotypes are placed on our minority actors. It gave us an idea of how, number one, how hard it is to be an actor in Hollywood, and two, how hard it is to be an actor in Hollywood if you're a minority. Now, I don't know if most of you know, but the Latino population is one of the largest racial minorities in the United States. The rise in numbers has pretty much been a detriment to them for trying to shake off the stereotypes that are placed on them. Racial stereotypes of Latinos run rampant in Hollywood, in television, and in film. The overview that most of you know, the most common Hispanic or African American stereotype portrayed in media is either gangbangers, drug dealers, maids, gardeners, rappers, things of that nature. This to me reveals why this sweeping generalization about our minority brothers and sisters are harmful to our culture, and especially to our youth as a whole. There were 5 characters in this play. 4 of them were of Hispanic descent, the last one being an Anglo-Saxon. The first character goes by the name of Cheech Marijuana. Who is Cheech Marin? He's part of a comedic duo that started in the early 70s, may have ended in the late 90s. Not too sure, but for those of you who are under 30, maybe 35, you might want to YouTube Cheech and Chong. They were a very funny group that fueled the stereotype of illegal Mexican immigrants coming over to America and setting up roots in East LA. Their whole thing was lowriders, marijuana, high-waisted pants, things of that nature. But they definitely fueled the stereotype. That stereotype made them a household name and ultimately made them rich. Second character is Sofia Vergara. She goes by the name of Sofia Big Brara in the play. She is Hollywood's latest sexy Latino sex symbol. Her character is seen on ABC's Modern Family. She goes by the name of Gloria Delgado Pritchard, and her character fuels the Latin women stereotype to the 10th degree. She's very sexy, dresses very provocative, very loud and crazy, and very spicy. Third character is Antonio Banderas. He goes by the name of Antonio Banderas in the play. At one point in time, Antonio Banderas was one of Hollywood's leading Latin sex. Fourth character, James Olmos. He got the name of the play Edward James Olmos. His body of work can be seen in La Familia, Zoot Suit. I most notably know him for his stern and serious character as Lieutenant Martin Castillo in Miami Vice. The last character rounding off this group is Donald Trump. Goes by the name of Donald Chump. He is most notably known for his incorrect verbiage, most notably stating the Mexicans send over their worst of the worst, illegal immigrants, they're killers, drug dealers, criminals, and all things of that nature. The acting in the production was pretty spot on. I would say it was a little over the top, but I think that was needed to drive home the point of the ever-present stereotypical Hispanic, I guess you would say. The play made me ponder what I already knew and the world that we live in, and how it is representing, how the representation of Latinos and African Americans, and how they're put in boxes and how these stereotypes have gotten worse over the years. These stereotypes of minorities influence the media and gives them fodder for making one-dimensional portrayals of certain groups of people, usually based on race, gender, religion, and things of that nature. But to some degree, I know we all stereotype people who are different from us, but in Hollywood, filmmakers often use stereotypes to quickly establish certain characters like the Latino drug dealer or the African-American hip-hop thug or drug dealer. But if you ask any Latino or African-American who's grown up being marginalized by this portrayal of negative stereotypes, and we'll tell you, it's not the occasional connotation that we're, get frustrated with. It's the constant barrage of that we're subjected to. And, it's the images mostly of the maids, the illegal immigrants, the gangbangers, the drug dealers, the rappers, that are, that our children are subject to. And that shapes the images that they have of themselves. And these images are promoted worldwide. I think now the actors are seeing how this has turned into a epidemic, and they're starting to speak out of these stereotypical roles that were awarded to them, and they no longer want to keep quiet for fear of work. I feel plays like this promote awareness, and they're relevant in today's society. I think Hollywood is going to have a hard time trying to wean itself off of the Latin and African American and Asian stereotypes. Because the writers only write what they know. They write it they get their inspiration from, things they see, a drug deal on the street or an illegal immigrant. It's a very narrow viewpoint of our minorities. And, the storylines that they write are very narrow. In my opinion, I don't see this epidemic disappearing anytime soon. I think there's always going to be room for this type of stereotyping. I just think that the awareness may make a change, and hopefully can change some ideas that not only can we can have a African American president, no longer is it the white. We can have a Latin or Hispanic judge, things of that nature. They don't have to be just pigeonholed and stuck in a box. Well, that's my time. I appreciate it. I wish all of you much success in your future endeavors. I'd like to thank Hugo for leading my train of thought into a more broader perspective, and have a happy New Year and a very Merry Christmas in reverse order. Thank you.